Speaking of, fighting, we have Liz Cheney. This is some from Lance Gooden. Quote, I think members are fed up, and in fact, when I made that prediction, I said the end of the month, and I would probably revise that now and say by the end of next week, the temperature is rising on this. People are fed up with the lack of leadership on her part and her unwillingness to put her issues behind her. He's talking about ousting Liz Cheney from leadership. Now, I don't necessarily care about Liz Cheney one way or the other because I don't view her as being in any way relevant to this party, which I know is shocking because of her rank. But isn't this just the Republican Party slowly and surely changing what it is? Parties change what they are all the time, and she's the old, and it's time for the new.
Well, this is a battle between what I would say the establishment Republicans, those that were more on the Bush-Cheney side of the ledger versus the America First side. And there's a real battle that's going on. There are those that suggest that America First was just a short 4-year period that we'll soon forget. I can tell you that if you travel all across America, your viewers would echo that. This is not only a change that has happened, but it will forever change the Republican Party. And so not only will Liz Cheney be gone, but I can tell you that I believe it happens next Wednesday when everybody gets back. But you're right. It's more than Liz Cheney, the conference chair. It's about a vocal narrative on who's going to control Washington, D.C. Your viewers, and I believe that it should be we the people across the country, not special interests here in Washington, D.C.
What's the party look like 10 years from now, Congressman? I know that's tough to predict, but I see it taking a much more America First bent. I think that will be popular with the American people, but there are people who don't think it will. What say you?
Well, I do think it'll be popular with the American people. And if you look at the vote just in 2020, the interesting shift is that the America First agenda actually brought together the middle part of the country, what typically would have been seen as more of a Democrat stronghold. Actually, those voters turned out in volumes to vote for President Trump. And yet it was the very top of the 1%ers that were voting for Democrats and the very poorest of poor that voted for Democrats. So it's kind of a U-shaped curve. And what I see is that becomes more wide at the base. And ultimately, it'll be hardworking Americans that do most of the wage earning in America that will be supporting an America First agenda and electing people like Donald Trump to office over and over again.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me. Thanks.